Once again, it's a privilege to be welcomed into your homes. Today, we are reading from Luke chapter 9, verse 22 to 25. Jesus said to his disciples, "The Son of Man must suffer greatly and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the scribes, and be killed, and on the third day be raised." Then he said to all, "If anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will save it. What profit is there for one to gain the whole world, yet lose or forfeit himself?" Jesus speaks about the need for us to renounce ourselves. The language of self-renunciation is not really in vogue in the times in which we live. We are more likely to hear about the need to fulfill ourselves and to realize ourselves. Self-renunciation is often seen as something negative and contrary to the value of self-realization. Yet, Jesus does not advocate self-renunciation as an end in itself. In the reading, Jesus' primary call is to follow him, which is something completely positive. He goes on to declare that following him will often require a willingness to renounce ourselves. If anyone wants to be a follower of mine, let him renounce himself and take up his cross every day. In other words, if we are to say a wholehearted yes to the way of Jesus, to his values and attitudes, this will often entail saying no to other options that are not compatible with his way. Jesus himself had to do this. In the Garden of Gethsemane, his saying yes to the mission that God had given him required his saying no to the very strong temptation to preserve his own life at that moment. Jesus was a realist. He recognized that following his way, saying yes to all that he said yes to, would sometimes require us to renounce our own convenience and comfort, and maybe even our own personal well-being. Dear friends, he also assures us in that reading that this saying no in the service of following him faithfully is the way to life, and the way to life for both ourselves and others. Shalom. Peace.